South Africa's High Commissioner to Canada, Rieaz, Shaik.
Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity to express our reaction to the judgment. But before I do that, So we welcome the decision. We think it is a remarkable, strong judgment. We think we have established the case that there is plausible genocide occurring. And we think that now the time for action has arisen. We are extremely mindful that as of today, every minute, every action that Israel commits in perpetuation of genocidal intent or plausible genocide, they would have to account for it to the court in 30 days' time. So the clock is ticking, and our advice to the state of Israel is to implement the measures of the court. And those measures include, although they did not express it specifically, it includes a ceasefire. All measures includes a ceasefire. So our advice to the Israeli government, to the state of Israel, is to desist from any further military action and start the process for peace today. There were many politicians from various parts of the world who argued that South Africa's case is meritless. In fact, they argued that it was legally absurd. Well, the International Court of Justice found that we were correct in bringing the case before the International Court. They have upheld jurisdiction on the matter. They have upheld South Africa's local standing on the matter. And therefore, it's now incumbent on those politicians to publicly admit that they were wrong. And secondly, they have to do so because those statements that they issued in the past will stand as evidence of complicity in plausible genocide. I thank you very much, and I will take questions.
Thank you, High Commissioner Shaik. Ambassador Abuamara.
Today, allow me to speak as a Palestinian before being a diplomat, ambassador, chief representative, and be the voice for the voiceless, the millions of Palestinians who not only suffered and are still suffering unconscionable atrocities perpetrated by a ruthless occupier, atrocities that people of the world should never be faced with, not to mention be live streamed while the rest of the world unfortunately went with its business as usual. Today, the ICJ affirmed in its ruling, and more so in the explanation that led to that ruling, that the 25,000 plus martyrs and thousands still under the rubble weren't massacred for self-defense. They weren't butchered because it was a necessity. Every soul lost after today is declared as a violation to the court's orders. Tens of thousands of Palestinian deaths and injuries, or martyrs, or sick, hungry, cold, amputated Palestinians and those under the rubble have forced the international community's highest court to declare that Palestinian blood is not cheap. They're not collateral damage, and we're not dispensing. Declaring that the risk of irreparable breaches of genocide convention in Gaza is imminent and plausible affirms what the Palestinians have been telling the international community for decades. Israel has been committing genocide, ethnic cleansing, and forcible displacement against the Palestinians since its inception. Israel has been unapologetically committing genocide. Yet, unfortunately, the same people who created international law and the forums that guaranteed its enforcement have repeatedly shielded Israel from accountability. Today, the highest court of justice has spoken, And Palestinians are asking the steadfast allies of Israel, especially Canada, will you listen? Today, the court has broken the taboo and is calling on states to adhere to its responsibilities to prevent genocide. We call on Canada to be the leader and champion of the international rules-based order, and as a defender of human rights, of women's rights, of children's rights, to practice what it preaches, even if those in danger are Palestinians, and even when the perpetrators is Israel. We call on Canada to end its regarding of Palestinians as an exception to the protection of the international order, and Israel as the exception to adhering to international law. We call on Canada to stop the arms sale to Israel, to stop communicating with those who incite genocide against our people, and stop trade of goods with those who want and declare every single day that they want to wipe out the Palestinian people. Today was a test to the international morals and legal structure. It won, but the question remains, will it be justice of the mighty and dictated peace that will never bring justice nor peace, or will the rule of law win? This is a win for the tortured people in Palestine, for our culture, for history and our roots. And we could have never been able to be here without you. We could have never had the ability to stand tall and say, we have this right to hold Israel accountable and end this impunity. Without your bravery, your morals, we would have never seen this day. And this day is the beginning of a new era, the beginning of the end, hopefully, to the occupation and apartheid. Thank you so much.